Sit down. Nice Ferrari you got in the driveway.
I'm glad you like it.
Okay, I want you to know the time. It's 1:20 p.m. March 13th. I think it's the 13th. Let's see. What is it? No, it's the 14th. March 14th. Hold on. Okay. I'm livid. I'm shaking. It's March 14th, 2013 at 1:30 in the afternoon. The appointment I phoned yesterday and canceled to have this social worker come to pick up Sierra to go run off and fill out these forms for this program that they all of a sudden want to put her in. The video that you just seen right in front of this is my daughter sleeping right now. Okay? And this woman has the nerve to come to my house and say, I'm here for Sierra. Is she here? I said, you're not her friend, Christina. You know, this reminds me of when my daughter was 17 and she was within the Youth Justice Act. And I never had a social worker assigned to her. I had youth workers assigned to her because she was through the court system. They looked the same in terms of age and, you know, features, because we kind of want to determine what a sociopath is. So there must be certain features about them. And when I look back from the time my daughter was 17, with this woman coming to my house acting like she was some kind of youth worker, coming to pick up some 17-year-old delinquent to go fill out some forms because all of a sudden they want to help. What's the urgency? We have court on March 21st. They filed custody papers. Her family hasn't even had a voice. We're thinking to fire the lawyer, the court-appointed lawyer. We're talking about it because we don't feel like we've been represented very fairly. Well, I've got this woman. Well, is she here? I want to talk to her now. I said, you're not her friend. I have an appointment with her at 2 o'clock. Go get her. I said, you're not her friend. I will drive her. I'm already going to take her to go get her script. I've been doing that. I've been running around for 4 months trying to keep her on her methadone. And this woman shows up at my door 8 days before court and demands to take Sierra out the door. And you just seen as if I'm going to say, wake up, wake up, wake up, Sierra. Christine's at the door. She's your friend. She's going to go take you and help you now to go get you in that program while she bribes you with your baby, making you think you're going to get her after you gave her a piece of paper saying that if she missed 2 appointments, which she missed yesterday because she was sleeping and I couldn't wake her up yesterday at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then, you know, have her phone to go drive her off all the way out in the boonies to go see Andre. Huh? Think about it, people. What right does that woman have? Oh, well, I made arrangements with Sierra. Yeah, but they were also canceled yesterday by me. And if you were so concerned, you could have phoned. And if you didn't get a response, then you knew the answer. And my daughter's not 17. She's not in the Youth Justice Act. And you're not a youth worker. You may think you are because you prey on vulnerable adult women who have the emotional mentality of maybe a 10-year-old at this point. And if we're lucky, we can get her up there, you know, as an adult, you know, for a while. Or are you going to stand around and wait until she got dressed so she can go in the car so you can, what, talk about how mom hasn't done enough for you? Like you did in the office when I'm sitting in the, waiting in the reception area? Oh, well, your mom, if she didn't, you know, if she spent her time on other things, you know, maybe she could have done more for you and it would be better. Excuse me? I will take her to her methadone, and then from there I'm going to drive her to go get her methadone. I encourage her to stay with her methadone practitioner because he's a very good man and very understanding, non-judgmental, and consistent. And we'll work on getting her into the program when we get assigned a new social worker, because we're putting in a request for a new social worker, preferably in a new office. And we're hoping that the ball doesn't bounce when we move to where we're going to get into the same kind of crap, because the problem that we're dealing with, whatever this problem is, because we can't quite understand what a sociopath is it isolated down just to a few workers within a whole industry of sociopaths, or is every worker in this Ministry of Children and Family Development and CCP or whatever in the United States they call it? They have different names in the United States, right? Like, are they all choosing to become a social worker because deep down inside there's something wrong with them, and this is how they play on people's emotions? They know Sierra's file. They know she was a high-risk youth when she was a teenager. They knew she was addicted to meth. They knew I had problems. But it's the same kind of issue with the Youth Justice Act and the Family Act. You know, it's like a treadmill, that old hamster wheel, you know? And they find your weak spots. So if you think she's 17 and she deserves a youth worker, why are you trying to use her as an adult to secure your lot in life with my grandson as you stand at my door and say, when I close it? Because I closed it and I heard you go, I said, no, goodbye. Goodbye, Christina. Closed the door. I didn't slam it. I just closed it. Andre's not here. It's not like she can come in here. Oh, I know, she can go to court and say, oh, but the woman's hostile. She wouldn't let me pick up her daughter. She wouldn't let me talk to Sierra. I'm Sierra's friend. Really, I am, Your Honor.